What's up, guys? It's Chad here, G-Reviews, coming to you from my dog's bed today. As you can see around me, I have multiple vacuum cleaners. Now, if you're coming to this video to try to figure out what is the best vacuum cleaner to keep your house clean from a shedding pet, it's kind of like asking me what the best kind of vehicle is. The best vacuum cleaner is going to depend on a lot of things. I'm going to go over you the pros and cons of all three of these, and I'm going to show you and tell you exactly what my regimen is. So stay tuned right after this. The first style of vacuum cleaner I have here is an automatic Roomba style robot. There are probably hundreds on the market available. The iRobot Roomba was the first to market years and years and years ago. This is model 960. This is about 6 to 8 years old now. They don't actually sell this model anymore. They have many better features and newer models out now. But I will say that this same unit right here is still on the factory battery. I still have all the factory brushes and tires and wheels and everything on it. Haven't actually replaced anything on it, and is still working pretty dang good. The pros on this, there's no work involved. The only thing you have to do is empty the canister and clean the brushes from time to time. And that's about it. These come with apps on your phone. You can set them to any time of the day. You can run this 10 times a day, every day if you want. We have this set to every other day at 3 a.m. in the morning. So this thing is running when we're sleeping. So it actually works out perfectly. If you see my daughters running around in the back, they enjoy listening to some G-Reviews. All right, that is this one. Alright, the next up is what I call a stick style vacuum, okay? This is the Dyson V6 with the stick vacuum on it. This exact unit right here, we've had about 3 to 4 years. This particular one, we have had to replace the battery pack once, but that is the only thing we've had to replace. The pros on this is it is super light. Like, this is my pinky right here, and it is super light, super maneuverable. Alright, this head on the front can swivel like 270 degrees, so it can get just about under anything. This one's got 2 modes. It's got a low and a high. This thing right here is great for hardwood floors, tile floors, linoleum, any of that kind of stuff. It does decently on carpet, and it does very poorly on thick carpet. Alright, there's that one. Let's go on to the big one. Alright, this one right here is the oldest in our arsenal, but guess what? It is still the best as far as cleaning power. This is a Hoover Wind Tunnel Rewind Pet. I don't know if you can see that little pet symbol right here. This model specifically for pets, the attachments that came with it lend itself for pets. It's got multiple adjustment levels on the height for the carpet. It's kind of your standard vacuum these days. When we first got it, it was kind of good technology. It's got the nice clear canister. Well, clear when it was new. And it's got some good features on it. The pros, this can vacuum up pretty much anything as far as pet related goes. This is good for hardwood, it's good for floors, it's good for any carpet length, thick, short, whatever you want to call it. The cons is obviously the weight. This thing right here probably weighs 30 pounds or so. It's loud. So the downfalls aren't really that bad. If you're gonna vacuum, this is probably the best thing to use. All right, on to what I feel is the best, and I'm gonna go over what my regimen is to keeping my floors and carpets clean from our shedding dog. One thing you have to realize with these vacuums is the corner performance. And what I mean by that is most of the time your dog or cat's fur is going to settle in the corners of all the rooms. I'm going to show you a quick example now. Here's a prime example. Looking right here in the corner, zoom on in here, you can see a nice little clump of golden glitter. Now having said that, see this Roomba style vacuum? Now look, when it's driving around, that's the best it's going to be able to do for you right here. Now see that? It kind of misses the corners. Now, yes, they do have brushes on the fronts that are supposed to bring in, okay, bring in the fur into the actual where it picks it up. But again, this particular model only has one side, not both. And because of the curvature of it, it doesn't really pick up the fur in the corner. Now, the stick style is where this shines. As you can see, that can go right into the corner both ways. See that? Nice and easy. Now watch me pick this up with no problem at all. Okay, so that is definitely a positive for the stick style vacuum. Now my big Hoover can also do the same thing because of this design. So that's definitely a downfall of the Roomba style versus the stick. Obviously this got the nice 90-degree head on it. This is rounded. I don't think there actually is any of these styles that are squared off, but I might be mistaken. There might be something new on the market. What I'm going to tell you now is exactly the regimen that me and my wife use to keep our house as clean as possible. Like I said, we have 3 kids that track dirt, crumbs, you name it, everywhere in the house. We have a adult 80-pound golden who does shed. We have taken steps to try to reduce his shedding, which has actually been helping. That's going to be in a separate video. The 3 vacuums that I showed are our 3 personal vacuums that get used on a normal basis. First thing we do is going to be the least amount of actual work. Alright, as stated before, we run that Roomba every other day at 3 a.m. Okay, so that picks up about 60 to 80% of the dog hair and dirt just sitting on the floor. We only use that in our downstairs. Our upstairs is all carpet. Downstairs is all hardwood and some tile. Okay, so we use that downstairs where most of the dog hair and dirt is. We try to have our kids take off their shoes and stuff downstairs in the garage. So there's that. Okay, so every other day, Roomba gets run. Now, once a week, we do a full vacuum of the downstairs. Mainly I'm talking about the downstairs because that's where most of the dog hair and dirt is. So downstairs we run that stick Dyson over the whole floor once a week. Okay, so normally on the weekends we'll run it over because like I said, the Roomba does not get in the corners very well. So majority of the main floor is clean, but then you have the crumbs and dirt that get jammed in the corners. So once a week we run the stick vacuum. That's main purpose is to pick up dog hair and dirt. We run the stick vacuum probably every day just because the kids drop crumbs and stuff from their their chairs or the high chair. We actually run the big Hoover either twice or once a month. Okay, and that's going to be a full vacuum over the whole house. And like I said, upstairs is all carpet. It's about medium thickness carpet. So the stick Dyson does a okay job on that, but to really get the dirt and the dog hair out of the upstairs carpet, we have to run the big Hoover. So that's the regimen we use, and that keeps the house pretty dang clean, okay? If you really go and nitpick and look, you can find some dirt or some dog hair in certain places, but it's dramatically reduced the amount of dog hair since we've been running the system that we have. Alright, now next I'm going to go over what I think is the best vacuum if you're just starting out. So here we go. On to what everybody has been waiting for, my pick for the best vacuum. I'm going to preface that and say I'm going to tell you what the best vacuum is for what situation I think it goes to. Alright, the best vacuum, okay, if you have a small to medium sized house that's one floor, or an apartment that has mostly a floor of some sort, wood, tile, laminate, whatever it might be, and or short carpet, I feel like the best kind of vacuum for that situation is going to be for the Roomba, okay, or the robot vacuum. Shark makes so many different companies. This is going to be the easiest to use, okay. A lot of companies actually have a system where this docks to, and it actually will empty out the canister for you, which is even easier. Again, I said this one right here. I'm just going to show you what's in this. This is from two days worth of runtime. Okay, that's the juice that came out of it. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but that's mainly golden glitter mixed with long women's hair. I'm not going to say any more than that, but all right, that's the best I think for that situation. I'm going to say this vacuum right here is going to be the best all-around vacuum. Alright, this is, again, it's the V6. Okay, I believe they make all the way up to a V12. In car lingo, the V6 is kind of weak, so I would suggest to start with the V8. It's the one that has a little bit bigger of a motor head with a bigger canister. Again, this is great. These Dysons come with many different attachments. You can get one that has like a scrubby end, one the thin end. They make probably 10 different attachments for these, okay? So this is great all around. This is going to be perfect for the same situation as the Dyson, okay? But this can do a lot more. I use these. I use this to do my vehicles. I have different attachments for this. It gets in small places. This does great on stairs because obviously the Dyson can't drive down the stairs. Again, this is great for that. If you have thick carpets, this is not going to be good. Alright. Alright, last but not least, if you have thick carpets or you have just large amounts of area, this is going to be your best bet. Okay, again, it's plugged in the wall. It has an unlimited juice. Obviously, the Dyson stick vacuum, you know, it's got a relatively small lithium battery. You know, I can pretty much get downstairs of my house done on one charge. If I turn it on high for more than a few minutes, it won't make it the whole bottom floor. And the Dyson is the same, or the Roomba is the same way. Like I said, this is the standard battery that came with it, so it's kind of getting there to be needing replaced. A lot of people I know have replaced them long before I have, so I might have just gotten a good batch battery. So there's my best picks for vacuums, guys. Like I said, if you're just starting out, let's say you just got a dog and you're going from just being by yourself to having a dog, you're going to notice a tremendous more dirt and dog hair in your house. I would probably go start with the Dyson stick. But again, that's just me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye. It doesn't hurt that your hardwood floors and your couch just about match the color fur of your dog. Was it planned that way? No. Did it just happen to be? Yes. But if you look at the color here, this fur blends into this wood floor nice And sometimes you just can't see it, which is even a positive.